And an ornamental axe. Really not that great. So break it down. 2 XP at 2 research points. Meh. Meh, I say. Let's go ahead and hunt you. I don't really care about those anymore. Well, there is a lot of stuff here. One shielding, I guess I'll keep. 1 XP, 1 research point. They had seaweed pie. Why is it called an amethyst sword if it's made of something besides amethyst? Well, it's made of quartz. Amethyst and quartz are the same thing. Amethyst is just the, just purple quartz. Citrine is yellow quartz. There's smoky quartz, rose quartz. Milky quartz, of course. Blanking on... I'm pretty sure there's some other quartz. There's a blue quartz, too. And some other names for them. And, of course, a lot of things like agate is non-crystalline quartz. If I remember correctly. They're silicates, I know that much. Get rid of all that. It's been a while since I took geology. Although I do tend to look up a lot of these things for making gem hoards in Dungeons & Dragons. 4 XP, 3 research points. And is there anything around here that we want to gather? Not really. Let's just go over here then. So we'll go up to that giant cave. Hi, monsters. Why did I take geology? Why not? I took a lot of basic sciences. I took just basic geology. I took basic meteorology. I took psychology. I took biology. Basically, if it had an ology in its in the course name, I had a pretty good feeling that I wouldn't have to try and I could at least get a B. Like I took biology, and it was like I didn't try very hard. I didn't, you know, I just did the stuff and didn't read much, and B. That was like the worst I did. To make treasure hoards in D&D, of course. There's that. I've actually always been interested in that. I took there weren't any paleontology courses, but there was an archaeology course. No, anthropology. Sorry. So I did take an anthropology course. Now, so I was in a community college, and it's like, well, yeah, I'm supposed to graduate, and I'm supposed to take like English and math and stuff like that. I don't want to take those, but I need to stay in the school, so, oh, hey, meteorology. Oh, hey, geology. It was essentially procrastination. All right, it's 13 sneaking cards even with this. I'm just going to auto-resolve because we know we can win it. I got 5 dragon leather, 5 ruby, and 2 sausages. Giant sausage. Yum. Did you ever consider making one of those ology courses a profession? Not really. How'd you pay for that procrastination? Well, again, it was community college, and I was working at the time. 8 XP, 7 research. And this was a long time ago, so it was a lot easier to pay for it then than it is now. And to be fair, I grew up upper middle class. My parents helped, so 1 XP, 1 research point. College was never cheap. Well, I mean, it's not that it was cheap, it's that it wasn't as expensive. That makes a huge difference. You know, I mean, my mother was able to put herself and my father through college, although my father had the GI Bill, being a waitress, which you can't do that today. You finally track down the potential dragon lair. It is, as expected, an old ruin of an ancient castle. Some of the fortifications still hold fast, and atop one of the towers, you see the dragon circling. The creature dives into his lair, most likely in the depths of the castle's dungeons. Let's go ahead and explore the dungeons. Maybe later. Now, let's explore the dungeons. You enter the castle and soon realize it is an empty shell, but the entrance to the dungeons stands open. You wonder at the type of people who must have dwelt here, as the dungeons are larger than any structure you've ever seen. Go in deeper. You go in deeper and you discover a large red dragon sleeping on top of a rock face. You see many precious stones and minerals stacked underneath it. But more importantly, you see the chamber going deeper and you hear the grumbling of another beast nearby. You could potentially face more than one dragon here. Nope, come back another time. We've got an orange skull, single orange skull. Let's do it. So how does knowing geology help with D&D? Well, it makes it more realistic. I like making detailed gem hoards. So rather than, you know, you open the chest and you find 12 gems worth 1,000 gold pieces. I say you find a pouch with 4 amethysts and 6 citrines or something like that. Also, it helps to know, you know, have a good idea about, like, what kind of rock types you're going to have in caverns and stuff like that. And then it also lets you have fun by pointing out to people that lava or water is, technically speaking, lava. Well, when it's on the surface. If it's still in your pipes, it's magma. Alright, so we could potentially face more than one dragon here. Let's attack. 2 dragons! 8 Svarozek minions! 2 Svarozeks. Yep, let's go. This is going to be painful. Luckily, player's turn comes first. Dooley is not in our main hand, however. Let's see. First actions, we got a 13, an 8, 24. Okay, so that's all good. Yeah, hope you saved. I knew there was something I forgot. It'll be okay. I got 2 piercing in our main hand, so that's good. So let's see. I can first action 3 people. Pretty much any 3 people. This is probably going to hurt, yes. Alright, so let's see. In terms of non-special damage, I'm liking Karn followed by... Oh, right, only 1. Oops. There goes as far as like minion, and there goes a dragon. The fact that they put out a dragon without, you know, not that it's confused, tells me that both dragons are back here. I'm okay with this. Alright, let's go with Kijikun and MDB. Probably shouldn't have. I should have gone with one of you guys first. Okay, I'm not going to use you. I am going to use you. Get closer, get some extra damage in. Yep, both dragons were in the tactics deck. We have really lucked out. Dragon with blunt damage. Looks scary. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Also, 11 leech on this one. 11 leech and 3 poison on this one. 52 damage. 51 damage there. 240. So basically, we have to take this one out, and then we have to take this one out with, like, these people. I can confuse that. I think a support ally is going to be a little bit better. Alright, so... Sergeant Joe, I think we'll put down last as the bludgeon to kill this one and then do some extra damage to that one. Unfortunately, Dooley would be really helpful, and they've gotten both of the dragons out now already. So he would really only be helpful in the second round, after which the dragons will have both gone. And he can't really take one of those blows. But he can take anyone else's blows, so there is that. Alright, Eolil will be first acted, because that's 67 damage. So we're looking at Sergeant Joe and Eolil as first action. Yuri, Sherry, and Dracophile. Because hopefully they will turn their damage onto that dragon. Let's see. Do I want to try and confuse anything? Not really. Actually, I can first action someone else. Yeah, I forgot that I had an extra first action in here that I can use. Alright, let's just go ahead and first action you. Go ahead and first action you. And what we're going to do with Sergeant Joe... Support ally. Support ally. You'll get out another one. They weren't able to do any first actions or anything. First action. Alright, so 81 damage is going to spill over. First on that. Lots of damage on that one. You are dead. You are dead. Wrong way. Ow. Well, there goes Sherry. That was very unfortunate. So Sherry is going to be close to death. We can keep in play. There's just two of them. Well, we got Dooley first. I'm helping. Let's take you out. Let's get Yuri. And let's just end it. There we go. We're done. You have won. Sure, you kill the dragons, but Sherry gets taken out by a minion. Yeah, Sherry is close to death. Alright, so... You have slain the beast. The cave lays open for your looting. The rewards are aplenty. They are indeed aplenty. 2 ancient wood, 2 moonstone, a dragon signet made of 8 dragon bone, 5 sturdiness, 5 weakness, 4 leech. 2 iron, 2 bird meat, 4 bone, 3 gold, 1 spider silk, 3 dragon leather, 4 dragon bone, 6 ruby, Zoria's blade, made of moonstone and diamond, 24 damage, 9 shielding, 3 magic. It's pretty nice. 8 more ruby, 22 more gold, 6 mithril, 24 more dragon leather, 28 more topaz, and 19 diamond. Great. Get the loot and leave. 12 XP, 2 research points. Can't really get anywhere. I could try going to the herbalist's hut. Let's see, is there anything around here that I want to gather? Not really. I guess we'll go up here and gather here. Let's go ahead and save it. Go ahead and camp. Go ahead and gather. Might as well gather this stuff as long as we are here. I'm trying to save Sherry. Now, I could, in the off chance that we get into a combat, I will give Sherry this, so that way Sherry has some leech. And if we get into a combat, Sherry will be able to recover some life. Don't you have some herbalists with herbs? I do, but they will going to that will automatically do some healing, I believe. And the problem is that we need to heal up. I don't know exactly how much we're going to heal. I do have the maximum here of +1 health per turn, faster healing. So there is that. Yeah, everyone else is fine, Elil. It's just Sherry is almost dead. Let me actually save it again, because I did camp. Alright, let's see what happens. Whole land is shaken with tremors. Try to hold on to something. Damn these tremors. 1 XP. Sherry's okay. We were told you could cure any poison or wounds. We are wounded. Lose 30 food and 5 wood.
Healing wounds is a hard task. It costs a lot in resources, you know. You must give me some food and wood for my trouble first. Then you will sneak up on that wolf lair yonder and steal me a wolf cub. Be careful. If you fail, the wolf mama won't be happy.
Alright, let's sneak. We can auto-resolve that. That's easy enough. Sherry is healed. 25 wounds. Also, Sherry, Sergeant Joe, and Super Alu get 8 health for 15 turns. We've lost Elven Wood and Ancient Wood. And 30 grilled fish and mushrooms. They like to take Ancient Wood sometimes, yeah. Thanks. 2 XP. Oh, medic skill is great. It's just, it was like, let's play it safe. Alright, now, what are we doing? I'm actually going to be wrapping up this stream about now, but I think we'll want to make our way over towards the Cosmic Tree event. So we'll go ahead and pass a couple turns in movement, just working that way. Also, why do we have a villager idol? Well, I know about these villagers. Oh. Crescent's finished making some sort of food. Alright, let's find some other food to make. Baked meals. You know what? We've got some grain. It's going to be a fruit pie. What about nuts? It's also going to be a fruit pie. That is porridge. That's bread. I thought there was another type of bread that you could make. I thought it was with nuts. But that makes fruit pies. Alright, well, let's not make those. Roasted meals. It might be the Slavic spelling. I don't know. Make some sausages.
sausages.
Could make some bigosh. We could... You know, I've got meat roast. No, it's meat stew. What is meat roast? That's under roasted meat, right. That would be obvious, wouldn't it? Alright, meat roast. Let's make a whole bunch of meat roast. 81. That is... Actually, let's see. Can we get... Yeah, let's swap you around. There we go. We're not making any weapons anymore. What about medium armors? What could we make medium armor-wise? It's not really grabbing me. Shields. I don't really use the dark wood I have, so let's go with that. Yeah, we'll just make a whole bunch of these, just because. What do we get out of that? It's 4, 6, and 1. It's 4, 7, and 1. 8, 8, and 2. No diamond swords. I don't really need them right now. I'm pretty happy with a lot of the weapons that we got. We have a lot of diamond. I have a lot of diamond. Holy cow. I did not realize I had so much. Snowy Peak, don't really care. I just need to make some things to get more research points. So that's 6. If we go with this, that is 7. If we go with this, it is 8. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, Pavis. Get you guys in this. There we go. Up to 48, that's fine. Alright, let's see. If we use bone armor, what do we get out of this? Our enchanted bone. Runic bone jacket, which is 16 armor and 7 magic. Holy cow. So no shielding, though. That's the problem. That would give 1 shielding. No, I just forgot to bump up the number, Timo. What do we get out of that? Scaled armor. That's pretty good. I don't know. The medium armors don't really appeal to me that much. Can't get enough shielding out of it. I want some shielding. So. Let's see about crossbows. Heartseeker, 11 range damage, no actual magic, so I don't think that's going to be worthwhile. What if we do dragon leather? That's 12. Mithril, Perrin's Arrow Bearer. It's pretty good range damage. That's 14. Dragon Shooter. I don't think it's really worth it, though. What about bows? I don't have enough cane to really make it worthwhile, or wicker to make it worthwhile. Wood, spider silk, and spider silk is a wooden bow. That's actually 7. That's pretty good. Yeah, when we're done with the shield, we'll make some of these. 131. Yeah, let's probably not do that. Let's just do like 50. There we go. Catalysts do not affect any stats. That is true. I should probably use... because I think I have twine for that. Probably be a good idea. I do need to get... yeah, let me use the twine. I mean, it affects the percentage chance that it's good, but I don't really care about that. I got plenty of twine. Yeah, there we go. I just completely forgot about the twine, really. That will still leave a lot left over. That works for me. You wouldn't trust House Demon Twine. Well, luckily we have a lot more than just House Demon Twine. What do we got with you guys? Still a lot of carrying capacity. 560 Moonstone. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever had that much. I made a lot of something, other than those swords. And those swords. Right, these. Alright, let's see. There's one good quality. Don't care, you're getting torn apart. I don't really care about the Silver Oak Hammer either. Or the Mihramare. Or that Mihramare. Really that heavy monster chopper. Alright, let's just bulk dismantle all of those. Take that stuff back. Alright. One last check, and then I think we'll call this a session. I think I want someone else gathering wood. Because we're going through a lot of it pretty quick, so... Made the Moonstone ×2 Warhammer. Yeah, I made one of those. Mostly for the heck of it, because I'm not really using a whole lot of hammers. I think our bear is the only blunt damage dealer that we've got. I mean, certainly 32 damage on bludgeoning is pretty nice, especially on top of 4 magic. But I don't know. I mean, part of it is that it kind of needs to be just right, you know. Unless you got a bunch of people with bludgeoning, just doesn't. It's not as useful. Whereas piercing, I find, you know, it's always useful. Even if they're in the tactics deck, you can still get them out, and they'll still do that initial damage kind of thing. So the bludgeoning is really nice, but it's mostly nice for just like wiping out some easy guys. They chewed through enemies. Oh, I can imagine, especially if you have them on like dwarves or fighters. It's actually kind of a shame that the fighter characters can't use every two-handed weapon with one hand, because then I would definitely be considering something like that on someone. But Anyway, I think that this is where we'll end off the stream. I want to thank you guys for coming out to watch. And we'll be back next week. Next week will probably be the last one, I think, because we're really close to finishing up the Cosmic Tree, really close to finishing up the Planet Nick. I do want to get through the Holy Hog event, but I'm kind of surprised that it hasn't popped yet. I thought it popped after the Divine Quest, but maybe it pops after the Cosmic Tree. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to go too long just to play and have stuff happen. So, anyway, thank you guys for coming out. I'll see you next week.